Hey guys, Rock21 here, and today I will be talking about some bands that are really well respected, get a lot of attention, and are usually seen as truly great rock bands, but I just never cared for them. And keep in mind that I don't hate any of these bands. Most of them I just feel kind of about their music, so take everything I say with a pinch of salt. And you probably aren't going to agree with me on a lot of these. So if you don't agree with me, then put your list in the comments section below, and I'd love to see it. So let's get on with the video. With the exception of Hotel California, which is an amazing song, but still really overplayed, I hadn't heard any Eagles songs on the radio before like about 3 years ago. So I didn't really know a lot about them. So when I was first getting into rock and roll, I was just, checking out all the big bands like Led Zeppelin. Do I like them? Yes, I do. Deep Purple. Do I like them? Yes, I do. And then I stumbled upon the Eagles. I'm like, oh, hey, these are the Hotel California guys. Maybe I'll like them. I mean, Hotel California is a pretty good song. So I took my dad's Eagles CD and popped it in my CD player, and it was kind of a huge disappointment. I soon realized that this rock and roll band was more of a country pop band, and that half the songs on the album were frickin' ballads. One of the only songs that stood out to me was Life in the Fast Lane, which is amazing, and I didn't really take anything else out of that, except for that's how I discovered Joe Walsh, and I love Joe Walsh, so at least the Eagles did something. It's not like I hate them, they just don't fill my plate like a lot of other bands do. If anyone at all watched my videos, then I think it's safe to say that I'd be starting a riot right now, because if I can say anything nice about the Dead, they have some loyal fans. And it's not like I hate them or anything. In fact, I think they're really talented musicians. But when I think of rock and roll, I don't think of a bunch of jug-blowing hippies. Sorry guys, this one I just can't really fall in love with. The only thing that I'm grateful that's dead is Jerry Garcia. Kidding. A lot of the people that have been following my channel for a while by now know that I did not grow up in a musical household. However, there is one band that both my mom and my dad equally adore, and that is U2. And I think it's safe to say that my opinion in them is completely set in stone. I have been exposed to their music since I was about 3 years old, and I am very firm in what I think of them, and that is that they are not a good band, and I do not like them. I never have. I think their music is boring, I think it's generic, I think it's bland. I don't think the Edge is a good guitarist, I think Bono is kind of a pompous bastard. And then my dad's always like, no, Rock21. No, he doesn't call me that, of course. You need to check out all their old stuff before they got famous, when they were so young. And then I did. And guess what? I still think it's generic, I still think it's bland, I still think it's boring. I'm sorry, Dad. I love you, but just, I don't like U2. However, if I can say anything nice and positive about them, it is that there is actually an album out there of African musicians playing covers of U2 songs. And those African musicians are definitely better than U2, and they make all of their songs sound totally awesome, and I love the album. If you want some real Irish rock and roll, check out Rory Gallagher and Thin Lizzy. Sorry for getting a little intense back there. That was just me releasing a lot of feelings I've been bottling up for a while, so I really apologize. I don't hate U2 that much. Just, I've been having to listen to them for a very long time. This is a band I haven't listened to as much, but I think I can say I'm not a huge fan of them. The Beach Boys. They just haven't connected to me the same way as a lot of other, kind of early, mid-60s bands like the Stones and the Beatles have. And I'm not saying they're bad, they're just not really my thing. Hair bands. It just ain't my jam. No. Definitely no. Actually, I don't really mind Motley Crue, but it's just that a lot of hair bands are just silly. Let's look at the other image again, please. Oh man, the 80s, everyone. Alright, this one's the kicker right here. You see, I've met tons of people that think the Dead are just the worst. I've met a handful of people that think the Eagles are just flat out boring. I've met a lot of people that think the Beach Boys are the cheesiest thing ever. I've met tons of people that think hair bands are the lamest thing on the planet. And I really think that there should be more people who hate U2. I mean, strongly just like, oh, okay, I don't hate U2. But anyways, what I'm getting at is that unlike everyone else on the planet, I've never liked Pink Floyd that much. I'm sorry, please don't target me. But it's always seemed like I was the only one that didn't totally love Pink Floyd. They just ain't my jam. I just can't dig them like I dig the MC5 or Aerosmith or Deep Purple or Led Zeppelin. I don't know. They're just not my thing. And don't get me wrong, I have nothing but the utmost respect for them. But one thing I don't have for them is interest. I'm sorry, they just don't float my boat. But hey, maybe one day I will like Pink Floyd. After all, one of my favorite songs of all time is Wish You Were Here. First time I heard it, I was in the car, I just started crying. It's a beautiful song. I could not do this video without mentioning how much I love this song. So maybe one day I'll begin to like the rest of Pink Floyd's stuff. Maybe one day I'll begin to like the Grateful Dead. Maybe one day I'll begin to like the Eagles. Maybe one day I'll begin to start liking the Beach Boys. Maybe one day I'll start to like all hair bands, which will be kind of tough because there's a lot of them. Maybe one day I'll start to like U2. Okay, no, I can't go that far. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that these are all my opinions, and opinions can change. So I just don't like these bands for now. Maybe one day I will grow to appreciate them, and when I do, I'll tell you guys when. But for now, I just don't like them. So guys, that was my list of respected bands that everyone likes, but I've just never liked. And if you have any bands that are like that with you, then remember to put it in the comment section below. And if you like this video, remember to leave a like. And if you want to stay tuned in for more content, then hit that subscribe button. So until next time, bye!